Tuesdays the vibe, the clock hits 8. No filters here, just talk that straight. Laugh so loud, they can shake the gate. Facebook fam always pulling their weight. We hit live, roll out the streets, we roam. Truth in the mic, we don't play clone. Real ones know this is where it's grown. No bravado, just a real top zone. No bravado, that's the code. We go live and we unload. Real talk flows, never slows. Facebook crew, that's the road. No bravado, no disguise. Tuesday nights, we energize. Truth and laughter, we baptize. Tune in fam, we're on the rise.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, No Bravado Massive. Hello, Shasha.
Hiya, guys, again.
Well, tonight we have the fabulous. Yes, I'm always excited when Donna comes on.
What?
You know, I need things. Welcome, Delta Mike.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. Good evening, Shasha. Good evening, Trisha. Good evening, all. Looking forward to tonight's session still. Can't even lie.
Is this your first one for the new year? It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Hearing all these things.
And yes, man. I mean,
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
watching the post. I'm like, what? Murder.
Yeah. Anything in particular that you would have wanted to talk about?
Come on.
'Cause-
Well, the men loved conditionally one. Ta-na-na-na.
Because I just think the whole unconditional love shit is a setup. So
Of course it is.
into that.
Of course it is.
But I just wanted to. I've done the videos, but I haven't done the voiceovers yet. Not I would have played it. Me and Shasha went to Romania over the weekend. To Therma or whatever it's called, and we survived it.
Yes.
You look good on it, so yeah.
Oh, thank you. That it was
Yeah.
snowing, and I don't like snow. That's what everybody was like. Why did you go there? Why you did that? Because you don't like cold. So why on earth did you do that? It was so cold, Donna. I've got to send you the picture that you know when you've got like the overflow pipe that comes out and the water runs out of it. It froze mid-air.
Froze.
That's how cold it was.
Wow, that is cold.
Cold.
Yeah.
It was nice. We had a really good trip. We had a
Mhm.
good hotel. It was in I would say their version of Oxford Street, like their city centre. But we were right near Louis Vuitton. You know what I mean, Max Mara, Cos, like good shops, and we could walk and find with ting. I found them racist, but I kind of prepared myself for that. It was like
You went Romania, like
it's gonna be.
do snakes bite? Like what? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Even Natalie was saying to me, but black people go to Therma all the time, so then they must use to see it.
That just because listen, we were born here, and then they're like we here, so much less.
This is what I said to This is what I said to my mum, is that when we went to Aquasana Spa for Charlene's birthday, it was still we're waving the flag. It was in that kind of area, and it was still quite. So it's the same kind of racism that you would experience here anyway. But I went to get in the pool, and because it was like jacuzzi, and one woman she was looking in my face like, "What are you doing?"
Literally.
So we look at her. And it's like, are you really going to sit down? You're sitting down. You're getting in the pool. She was horrified. Blood, I paid my money, come all the way from London to Bucharest. Is not a place I can't step my little black foot. So you get out if you're that uncomfortable. Just sit down and look in her face. So yeah, but then at the same time we met some really lovely people. So it was an experience. Therma overall, I would say is like a really posh pool. I've been to spas that are nicer. It was lovely. I loved it. It was had some really cool
Yeah.
features, but I think the hype, I was expecting more. I think that's what it is because when you see the little TikTok videos, it was, let me go and
I
see.
think I
Yeah.
think we should book a girls' holiday and get some of those. I've seen it, so it's either in the Caribbean or Africa, and get one of those men. You know, the men you're in your bikini and the men then wash it on. I want that.
Yeah.
I don't want no
Bro.
thermal pool. Louder. No. The grey
Yeah,
legs can have the grey legs can have the grey leg activities. I want the other things.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we went to Jamaica, but we kept it PG.
Yeah.
We only let them feel up for it.
You-
Not our fight, calf. They didn't go
Shasha,
past it.
no, hold on. I'm not talking to you now, Trisha. Shasha, you never got the full thing. Can't believe.
No,
No.
kept it
What's her
PG.
name? She clutch. Shall I clutch up her jumper? No, not me, love. No.
She goes on like she's innocent, but I know Charlene's that innocent, you know.
Telling you.
I'm complicated. I am far from innocent, believe you me, but no. Because when they do them kind of things, you invited them to go further, and no.
And what? You're on holiday. What is on holiday stays on holiday. No.
And
Not
you know
when
what?
your
I've
friend
never.
when you get back.
Would you say what?
Why?
I said, not when your people start eating when you get back.
No, man. We have tablets. We have tablets for those things.
I've
I've had enough shit in my system to last me a lifetime. No, thank you. I've never done a holiday, but I'm just not.
Look at your mouth. Look at your purse up her mouth.
No, I remember what I went to St. Lucia for the jazz festival. Well, I didn't go there for that. I went to ask my mum pass, and one guy that I knew of him, and the second night I was out there, it's like, yeah, come, we'll go walk about. I was like, okay, cool. So then had a good evening, went to a couple of bars, saw other people out there and whatever, like have you. And then when it come to going home back to my villa, I was on like a hill kind of thing and there was no lights. So he walked me up. And then when I got to the step, I made it quite clear. I turned and I said, I don't do holiday romance. So whatever you were thinking,
But it's not.
I've had a lovely... No. I said, I've had a lovely evening. Thank you very much. I made sure he bought drinks. I bought drinks. And nobody told me to say, well, they want something because I did pay for X, Y, and Z. I said, I've had a lovely evening. Thank you.
But it's not romance. I think we've got things conflated personally. I'm not looking for no holiday romance neither. It's not romance we're going for, it's things. There's a complete difference. Romance gives the connotation of I want to see you again. I don't want to see you again. That's why my things and make us bounce. So yes. I would have taken him back to the villa, knocked it on the head, sent him on his way. That's a job done.
So, I mean, I love if you are sexually liberated as a woman and you can stand by it and keep your things in check, I've got no problem with it. I find some of the women that I've known that have been sexually kind of liberated, to me it's pretense, because when you start pop down and break down and crying and all these things,
that part,
do you know what I mean? Then you're not as liberated as you like to make out that you are. But if you can keep your emotions in check, because I feel like we're built differently, men and women are built differently.
Okay, so when we're talking about liberated, you're gonna have to go slightly deeper for me, because what do you mean by that?
Like you just said, take him back to the villa, knock it on the head and send him on his way and not look back. do you know what I mean?
Is that sexual liberation?
Freedom to do what you want to do without just...
All these years, I didn't know I was sexually liberated. Imagine, I just thought that was, if it's not yours.
Don't touch shit. You know you're sexually liberated because you don't miss it.
Listen, if it's not on the menus, it's out there. You have to hunt it if you want it.
True.
You gotta want
So-
it nowadays. Yeah, there's not.
When you're sleeping, if you sleep with somebody,
Mm.
like you said, take him back, knock him on the head, and just go on about your business. Do you not have lingering thoughts afterwards, or like if the thing was good, or not? Like,
She's like,
not
nope.
a return. Like when you return, I think that's where the trouble starts.
Well, for a start, to begin with, in the first instance,
Yeah.
you don't kill something that's not. So you kill. You pursue something that's just a quick pursuance. Anything that's going to be a long pursuance, obviously there's going to be. But if it's just a quick kill, then it's just that. So there is no lingering because you knew it was a quick kill.
But what if it sweet you till it can't sweet you again? It doesn't play with you.
Really and truly, I'm a sapiosexual. So it's not appearance, it's intellect. And there is so little of that out there. So I can dispense, like most, I'm sorry, your viewers are not probably going to appreciate this, but I'm pretty confident that most men that I meet, I am way more intelligent than. I might play like I'm stupid, but once I've worked you out and I know that I'm smarter than you, that's the turn off. So really, it would only be a physical thing because you can't. I like people that challenge me. If you can't challenge me, I don't mean like physically, I mean like intellectually, that I can learn from. And there is so very little out of that for me out there, I find. So yeah, it's not. My hunting days look like they're coming to a close gradually because they're just so dumb, honestly. Not dumb like they can't read, not like that. But do you mean they're not intellectually stimulating? If you like, I still read books. Yeah, I'm into conversations, like the stuff that we talk about on here when we're on No Bravado. I find that they can't really converse if you can't have a disagreement, like agree to disagree. If they can't dominate, they don't know how to converse. And I'm not about being dominated, neither do I want to dominate. I just want to have like a meet, like I do when I talk to you. Like it's a meeting of equals. There's lots of times we talk, we don't agree on everything, but we leave it there. And do you understand? I find that men feel, or the behavior tells me that they feel intimidated by that type of conversation. So yeah,
right.
No, I hear that.
See it. I hear it. Well, there was no hunting in Romania.
Man, I should have come with you. Like we would have been chasing little white boys down the road, everything.
No. The men weren't. To me, they weren't as. We met some really lovely people. Overall, I thought it was a really lovely trip. But it was just the faces of some of them. But I found it was more the women than it was the men. The men were cool. The women were like a little bit off. But
you could tell it automatically they were just like tense.
Yeah, because you got two attractive, sexy, good-looking black women, beautiful skin, the pair of you. And what are you doing here? You coming to take our men? Like it's it's gonna be that.
Right. Been a while then. It's all right.
They know the word no, though.
It was
I said they know that word no. You went to a shop to ask for, because we had the plug. We forgot our plug for over there. So we went to one shop to ask for it. No. They know that word. Oh yeah. Asking for direction, them just pop a blank key. So you saw the Leonardo Hotel and went in there. So she says, "Oh, do you know where the Louis Vuitton is?" She goes, "Oh yeah, straight there." Because if they said our hotel, they'd be like, "No, don't know." But make sure Louis Vuitton, them know what that is.
Fidel is picking you up. He says, "Hold on, not all men are tough. I need a partner that stimulates me mentally and physically. I have that now. Life is great." We never said all men are done.
Tell my family that when I'm on this show, he used to keep his comments to himself. I don't know if you can hear me, Fid. Don't come on here now, embarrassing, bringing house business out here. We know you're all right. So come, leave space for the men that are not all right.
I love Boomer. Yes, Boomer. Okay. weird on YouTube. Hi, ladies. Hope all is okay. Happy New Year. Hey, Angela. Happy New Year to you, Sugar Plum. Nice to see you. Someone says I'm getting a tattoo on my butthole that says Allah snack bar, so Muslim men can eat from my forbidden.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Someone
nice.
came and they called us a bunch of monkeys yesterday. Last week. Called us monkeys.
Oh,
We got
okay.
stealing by all kinds of things. Yeah, all kinds of things. But yeah, psycho. That's why I'm conflicted with dating. I mean, I think I'm limiting myself because I feel like sometimes I say that I would date outside of my race, but then when I experience things like that, I'm like, would I?
I don't. I think yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how I think.
Can't see it happening. Good
Well,
evening.
with you, listen, I say this to anybody, yeah. This is a
Good evening, Desmond. Go on, babes.
good evening, Desmond. Yeah, it is that Desmond from the who does the thing
yeah.
with us?
Yeah.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Good evening, Desmond. Yeah, man. I could tell the nose bridge. What I'm saying is, if you said to me, RD, like, I would understand. I would understand because I feel that pickings are slim. I think in the same way that men think that pickings are slim with good women, I think equally good women find pickings are slim in our community for good men. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised. It's not something I could actively engage in myself, unless he
Yeah.
was like 70, close to death, like
Lots of money.
yeah, lots of money, and I didn't have to sleep with him. But yeah, yeah, like I just I can't. I can hear all of the ancestors saying bed wench. Yeah.
No, like not a Latino or something, so.
No, I don't like nothing lighter than a paper bag. If you know me, I don't even like light-skinned women or men. I don't like it. So I'm a real colorist, me. I'm a real one. I don't like anything lighter than a paper bag. You know, sometimes when they're light-skinned, their things is grey. So yeah.
How do you know that?
This is why I don't like them anymore. I tried it once and it was Dark Destroyer, so no.
Not Dark Destroyer. Good evening.
Hello, Uncle
Sugar
T.
Plum. Dion said, evening ladies, pour the rum for this. I know it's gonna be joke. I've been talking about things. I mean, for me, I had well, you know that you and Dion both saw me through that tribunal case with the racism I experienced, and when I got on with this white manager of mine, he was cool. He liked our old school ragga. Like sometimes he might be playing an old butcher band, and then you look over and you see him bopping and diving away. He doesn't eat anything but fish, so he would eat an ackee and salt fish, eat a snapper or a tikavich. And he was cool. We would have challenging conversations around race. We would talk about how I'd see things and why things are racist. And he would challenge me if he didn't get it, but he was always respectful and he was always open for conversation. He was the first white man, because I've never dated a white man. I've never even kissed a white man. So he was the first white man that
You have. Yeah.
I've just never. So he was the first white man that made me think, well, because I always thought you would never have nothing in common, or you would never be able to get on with them, or they wouldn't be able to see you or understand your culture. When actually, he taught me that they do like your culture or whatever the case may be. So I was never attracted to him, but we really got on really well. And I thought, okay, well, maybe you might find a white man, maybe that you could, maybe. But then, see, the first time I said, no, this is my boundary. I can't do this. Lord be God. the supremacy came out. So I always feel like it will come out at some point. I don't think I would ever be in a safe space with a white person. I just don't think I'd ever feel safe because
no, yeah.
The moment I said, no, I can't do this, I can't do your work, I can't make you look good, all hell broke loose. I was having a black girl tantrum when I was putting him up on things. And do you understand what I'm saying? He said that out of his mouth, knowing how I feel about stereotypes, and you said and done certain things to chop me, and the moment I said, no, I can't, I've got too much on my plate, so I can't do your team leader's role, your role, come in and I can't, I've got to do my role. All hell broke. So he taught me, he was the first person that made me think maybe I could, and the said person taught me, nah, blood.
I think it's
get vexed, you know.
I can't see it, because exactly your experience, the very first time that person wants to say black or anything is the same evening. It's a, we're gonna. Yeah, it's a night. Yeah, exactly. It's a bracelets argument. And then the other thing that I can't stand as well is in-laws. I have, but I don't want, the whole in-laws and the sister-in-law, and my biggest trigger is white women.
Okay.
Right.
Especially in the workplace. They just trigger me. I mean, don't get it wrong, I've got white sister-in-laws who I love to death, but white women collectively, especially in work and professional spaces, just grind my gears. So I don't really want to be part of a wider family where they are, because they do something to me.
Right.
They are my trigger point. I never get on well with them.
We are theirs.
Yeah. I just don't.
Theirs.
White women, light-skinned women, mixed race women. Oh, my trigger points! Hold on a minute.
Let me shine.
Oh God.
Oh dear. It's gonna be one of them shows today. At least we're not echoing.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a case, one of our young people. I just had to. He's lovely, but he can't be seen on here, so it's a safeguarding for both he and I.
Yeah.
Keeps in a high foot drive.
All right. So let's move on with our first topic. Let me just load it up. All right. I don't agree with this whatsoever. Let me just make this disclaimer from now. Share screen. See my screen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
That the moment that they can't provide, protect, and perform, that they're replaced.
Hang on, let me go back.
Society has told men and shown men that the moment that they can't provide, protect, and perform, they're replaceable. And men are loved with conditions. And I know it is something that most women are afraid or don't want to be real enough to admit, but it's true. Men are loved conditionally, and women are loved typically unconditionally from a male perspective. We don't have to do a lot in order. Once you have a man's heart and his loyalty, you have it. And I believe that it takes a lot for a man to walk away versus a woman to walk away. And a woman will walk away with her happiness. And I feel like men sacrifice their happiness for their family. Even if it means fucking off and doing other things to keep their family together, that they still will choose not to walk away typically, unless there's a strong sense of betrayal. But most men will sacrifice their happiness to keep their family together. And most women will sacrifice their family for happiness, which means that men are loved on more conditions than women are. And Cam Newton had an interview with Mr. Jakes talking about how he just doesn't know if a woman is real or not, and that it's for better or worse, and he just doesn't know that worse is really what she's there for. And it could be that she's there for the best part, and that is typically the part that most women love, is for better. And then the worst part, let's just not talk about that until it happens. But if my happiness is not intact, I'm willing to walk away, because for my peace of mind and my happiness, I'm not saying it's wrong that women choose happiness. It's just sometimes a one-sided beacon corner. So I see why a lot of men are scared to choose to marry, especially men, high-earning men that are performers and protectors and providers. I could see how they don't truly know a woman's loyalty, which is why there's always this of not committing completely. So I understood his context, and a lot of people are going in on him. I don't think Cam Newton is toxic. I think he is a man that is fearful of not being chose in his worst moments. What do y'all think?
Okay. You did.
Because anywho, I just wish that people who make statements are better informed. Conditional love is a myth under the umbrella of patriarchy. It comes from a time where women were considered to be these fragile things that, men had to police their bodies and their actions. If anything, so it's a myth, right? It comes from, it stems from, it's a myth, and it stems from white supremacy. Right? It stems from white supremacy because, white women were considered to be this delicate thing that needed to be protected. Because let's face it, before they invented racism, they had already oppressed white women. White men, the first thing they oppressed were white women and white children. Yeah, before they got themselves a bus pass and took it on tour. Right. So when we talk about love in this conditional way or unconditional, all love, all relationships are based on conditions. What the hell are they talking about? Right. And this is why I feel that when we have these, when people like her come to the internet and say these things, you have to remember, that the phone always rings inside the house. And what I mean by that is they will use your own people to destroy you. So again, they're using a black woman who articulates herself really well to put forward an argument that they know has no basis in fact. Because every relationship, every partnership is based on conditions. Yeah, every relationship is transactional. Yeah, every relationship is transactional. My mother told me there was nothing called a free lunch. You pay one way or the other. So yeah, I'm going to leave you lot to open it out, but that's my opening gambit for 5, Fred. That was a load of rubbish. All relationships are conditional.
And the thing is, I've got no comeback for you because I actually agree. I think the looking for unconditional love is a setup. I think for a long time into adulthood, we have been saying, I just want someone to love me unconditionally when we don't even love ourselves unconditionally. So if you don't love yourself unconditionally, I don't know how you expect somebody else to, number one. Number two, even if you are a mother, you love your child unconditionally to a point. Once it starts to turn into an adult, or not even adult, like of age, man, 7, 8, 9, 10, there's conditions because, all right, I suppose you're going to go as far as you would, like mothers would kill for their kids. Yes, but it's not unconditional love. It's
not. If I love you, but I'm going to complain about the way you keep your room, if we go back to your analogy of a child, then that is a condition of my affection for you. The way you keep your room, the way you for us as Caribbean people, bathing and all of these things, the way you wash the plate, them, all of these things are conditions of that relationship. Because I'm the provider, I provide you with X, Y, and Z. And what I expect from you, these are my conditions. Yeah. So why are we talking? Nothing is unconditional. Yeah. And this foolishness that women have unconditional love and it's something that we give children. Yes, maybe because we give birth to them. Yeah. But it's not something that we withhold from men. It's conditional. You cannot cheat on me. You cannot beat me. You cannot malice me, be mean to me. And equally me the same to you. Those are basic conditions of any relationship. So this myth that they like to portray out here that, it's unconditional. It's all rubbish. And it feeds into this myth that is around patriarchy, that women are somehow different. And there's this special thing that we do where we forgive everything, which again feeds into the mindset that women are supposed to accept, which has happened before. Women are supposed to accept children from outside, or they're supposed to accept diseases that you've got from other partners. You're supposed to accept cheating in your relationship. And it all feeds into that narrative. And I'm sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
Now,
look at Majid, the phone are ringing. Let me answer. I'm going to stay on, but I'm just going to mute myself.
No worries. Thoughts, Joshua?
Yeah, I agree. You can't say unconditional. That basically means that the man can do or the woman can do anything they want to you, and you will love them regardless. And we all know that ain't true. We all know that ain't true. If a man cheats on you, are you going to stay with them? No. Well, then it's not unconditional then. Yeah. There's things that they're going to do that you're not going to put up with.
This was posted by our No Bravado member. His name is Digo the Boss. I'd love to know why he posted it. Do we think there's something to be said that men have higher conditions placed on them?
No, I feel that men higher expectations, but what in the arse? Listen, men have expectations placed on them by the same system that they contribute to. So patriarchy has said, you have to be a provider. These people will benefit from your provision, meaning children and wives, right? That's under the loose terms of marriage. Yeah, you're going to go out there and you're going to provide for the family that you will create with this woman. That is the premise. That's the model. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like my colleagues don't know that I'm going to get up and headbutt a lot of them. Anyway, yeah, so there is this premise that men are meant to be providers. But equally, women are providers. Women are the first nurturers. In an ideal situation is what I'm saying. So we're taking the ideal of marriage as it was biblical times, 1857, right? So your wife, your woman, is the first nurturer of your children, the first educator of your children. So even within then, he might provide, but you're adding. I said, this is why I don't like this whole kind of men are expected to do more. Has a man ever given birth?
Right.
Has a man ever given birth? When they can do that, please talk to me about levels of service and hierarchy of needs and who's doing what. Until you can give birth or raise 3 children under 3 and still hold down a job and keep a house clean, then we can talk. Until then, and you remain at small boy level, please have your small boy conversations. Because I just feel, and yes, I am a female supremacist, but what I'm saying is I just feel that men are always given some excuse for, they do more. They don't do shit. When you listen, an average man, right, is like the worst kind of woman that we all know. An average man, an average dad is like the worst kind of mother. Yeah? An average dad is like the worst kind of mom, the kind of mom that we all chat like, she didn't even look at those kids, man. Oh my God, she couldn't come. That level of mom is an average dad. So let us not, I'm not saying all men, but I'm saying as a collective, yeah, we love to give them too much. Oh, aren't they good for looking after their own kids? It's just a narrative that really sees women as down there and men up there when men don't do half of what women do. And yet we constantly put them on a pedestal. And that's what patriarchy is about, isn't it? It's about male supremacy. over females, and I'm just I'm yeah. See, Uncle T says he loves me. Woo! Yeah, I'm just not here for it. What are your thoughts, Shah? Because that's me. I don't agree with it.
No, I agree. It's like I said, there's conditions. Everyone's got conditions, men and women. If you cheat, if you steal, it's like with children. If they continue to keep, it's that when they get of age, they get to of legal age, 18 years of age, they decide mid-20s or in their 30s that they want to become a murderer. You will still love them, but maybe love them from afar and disconnect yourself from them. Do you understand? But then some parents be like, oh, I love them unconditionally. And that's fine. You know, when your kids do something wrong, how much are you going to be standing by them as a parent and loving them as a parent to the point where you're just like, yeah, this is where I have to depart ways. So no, conditional, no, it's not. If somebody punches you in the mouth, your boyfriend punches you in the mouth, how many women are gonna stay with their boyfriend because they love them unconditionally? Yeah, a lot of them will do it, but some like like no, you know what I mean? So yeah, nah.
Yeah, I think unconditional love is a setup. It makes you set your expectations way too high. It's just a setup for disaster. There's no such thing as unconditional love. It's ridiculous. Dion says, yes, you were right. My recent experience with so-called relatives of that hue showed me it's only time before they show their true colours. That will say. Bob T is laughing. What is? Hang on, because I don't want to ignore them in the chat. Because I could do that when I'm talking to you all day. DJ, very good evening. It's been a while. Hope all is okay, says DJ Amorous. Men and women, says Desmond Akalunde. Men and women are loved with conditions. There are indeed less conditions for women, but there are conditions nonetheless. Only children and pets are loved unconditionally.
But you know, I've said from morning, Desmond doesn't make sense when he speaks. I said this I've said it before, because it's how a parent can still love a child that is a convicted murderer.
They may not like what they did and still have love for their child. If a child don't clean their room, your love is not determined by that. You don't stop loving your child because they are nasty. You may not like their ways, but if you truly love them, that won't change. Come on now.
I'm saying, all right. But even marriage vows are exactly that. They are conditions through sickness, through health, through richer, for poorer. Those are all conditions. You're saying, as I might be nice now, but when I'm broke and on my nose bridge, you will still love me. You're saying, you know, if I contract the worst case of syphilis, you will still love me. Those are all conditions. So this foolishness of unconditional, or that women have less conditions placed on them, I think where Desmond is right is in current modern context, because the world has gone mad. So, you know, we're all expecting, because remember, and I just want to give this little bit of history lesson because I think it's important. Context is always important. Patriarchy only works for about 1% of all men. But all men benefit from it, right? It's a certain entitlement that they have because they're born, because of their gender, but it doesn't benefit them. So patriarchy works for about 1% of the population of men, and the other 99% suffer underneath it, because we've now entered a world sphere where what a man can provide and how much he can provide is now the new metric. So, you know, you've all seen the social media post where a girl has said, well, if he's not on 40 bags, he can't talk to me. Yeah.
Right.
So I agree with Desmond to an extent where now, you know, that's one of the conditions that has been placed. I don't even think it's been placed on men. I think if you take up an argument, then you make it for you. I mean, I take up the loose argument. That's a foolishness. Because if you like a man and a man likes you and he's on 25 grand and you're on 75, well, can make it work. That is your thing. You understand? 100. Well, no, it still means he's on 25 and you're on 75. It doesn't mean it's 100% of nothing.
the house. I forget
Yeah.
you don't do that.
Yeah, I know. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be that more conditions are placed on men if they don't earn 40 bags, because most
Right.
men are not going to earn 40 bags. Think of migrant men. Think of men who didn't do well at school or might have learning difficulties and whatever. Are we saying, and this is a bit I do agree with, are we saying that those men are not entitled to any attraction from women because they don't make 40 bags? Well, that's what the world is saying, but the facts would tell you differently. People are still having relationships with men that don't make 40 bags.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
it's not so when he says, oh, you know, there's less conditions on women, I think that's an absolute fallacy, Desmond. I think that you take up the conditions that you want. Some men want a woman that can cook. Some women can't cook. Some men want a woman who can have children. Some women can't have children. Some men can't produce children. So it depends on what conditions of the relationship suit you. That's what we should be focused on, rather than this generic, oh, you know, unconditional love. It's a lie.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
I suppose. Yeah, go on.
Go on.
But as Donna says, it does depend on what you're looking for in a partner. So looking at it from that point of view, yeah, I get it. You know.
All right. Someone inboxed this to me. Let me hang on. This guy is very red pill, blue pill. Hang on. Let me see if I can pause this. Right. I really want to pick Donna's brain on this, actually. I always want to pick Donna's brain on something. It's actually not fair. You're gonna have to start charging me.
Never.
Hang on. Right. I don't know if you saw this in the group. Oh, actually, I should have read the comments on the last one. Let me read the comments on the
Oh,
last
him, idiot boy. Mm-hmm.
one. Yeah. Share this tab instead. Let me share this tab instead. All right. The comments. All right. As you said, only things that I loved unconditionally are children, pets. I'm surprised that people are surprised. Facts. Yep, true. Okay, so there weren't that much comments on this one. Just men agreeing that with this lady. Some men agreeing with her. So yeah, that there weren't that much comments on there anyway. This tab. Let me go back to this one. So share screen. Not this one. This one. All right.
All right, man. So you said that basically when we peel back all the layers, the black woman is God. Before, I'm just repeating back what you said to let you know that I understood exactly what you said. You said, as you know, before we've adopted the thinking and ideologies of God, how we know it now, before that, or even if we take it away, we would see that the black woman is actually truly God. That's what you said, right? Okay.
Correct.
Now, where does the father, my question for you is, where does the man come in? Where does the father or the man come into this picture? The black man or any man?
All right. Now, in regards to the father is a social construct that has nothing to do with nature. So somebody made up this whole father aspect. Man is something totally different. You grow into the man, but we go through stages in life to get to a man. So in regards to me, I had to go from an embryo, you know what I'm saying, to an infant, to a toddler, teenager, young adult, and then I graduated into a man. So when we're talking about those two terms, you know, you got to go to get to a man. And then when you're talking about a father, there's nowhere that there's a father in nature. So a father would be unnatural. That's just something to compete with the woman.
Okay. So you're saying that the father is unnatural, but the woman is natural.
Correct.
Do I have that correct? And you're
Correct,
saying
correct.
the reason why, you really didn't give a reason why the father would be unnatural. So what's your reasoning that the father is unnatural? Explain, give me some logic, however you could
Right.
You know,
the logic was nature. I said that there was not a father found in nature. There's nowhere in nature that you can find a father. You have a male. So at the end of the day, there's no father. Father is a social construct. That's something to put itself into existence to be opposite of the mother. But there's no such thing really as a father.
Can you explain how the father is a social construct?
It's a social construct due to the fact is you're talking about a label that's being placed on a man being a father. Can you be a father at 12 years old?
I mean, I think I had when I was 12 years old, man. So
okay,
you could be a father when you're 12 years old. You could have definitely planted your seed in something. Yes. Let's just go with, do you think there's any differences between men and women?
It's kind of like you're trying to be condescending to the point where you have no comprehension. You don't have no comprehension in what I'm saying to you in a response to the point where you can't fathom it. What do you mean?
No.
I don't understand what you. Then you go to the next question after you sit there and tell me that you didn't understand shit. Like come on, bro. Like we gonna turn this into. Is this some type of entertainment or something? I'm just asking you. I thought it was about the black woman as God. I don't know you. Well, I didn't research you. I just came over here because. Okay. So what are we doing?
We'll speak in detail. What we're doing is having a discussion, man to man, right? Mm-hmm. You just said that the man is a social construct.
I said the father is. You're saying that the man is. Right.
Okay,
let's just two things. You asked me about the man and the father.
All right, fellas, mission is critical. I was searching my name online and found.
The thing is, I cannot play the whole of this clip, but let me stop sharing it. But they go on, they really argue, and then they get into stuff. So, what's his name? David Cooley? He's saying that men are superior, that men are, like, one saying that the father is a construct and that women are God, basically. Black women are God. He's saying, well, hang on a minute, without the man's seed, the woman can't produce. So the man is superior. The man determines the sex of the babies by carrying chromosomes. So what are you talking about? The man superior. The man is God. Without digging too deep into that, what do you think?
Me, Donna, or Shah?
You, Donna, first, and then Shah.
So it's easy for everybody to see that black women are the closest likeness on the planet to God. We carry the Eve gene. We can create every other race from our bodies that exist on the planet. I think where I disagree with what was said was I do believe personally in the role of a father. And I disagree again. We do see the roles of fathers in natures. Even, we have male and female plants. So the existence of a male and female having the two genders is everywhere within nature, right? But I feel that the role of the father, whilst they plant the seed and then the woman, of course, then takes it and fertilizes the egg and it becomes alive, where women are, again, my story tonight is that all of this supremacist rubbish is in fact rubbish. Male supremacy is a bit like white supremacy. As time goes on, we are all awakening to the fact that actually it's a joke, it's a myth, it's just a narrative that's been created, right? Because your intelligence, the intellect of the child is determined by the mother. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Your intelligence, yeah, keep up with the studies, guys. Come on, let's keep our current reading. The intelligence of any child
to educate
is determined by and it's not just because, and that's even before birth. So see how important the mother is. Even before birth, your level of intelligence is measured by the intelligence of your mother. Add to that the nurturing and education you get once you are born. So yes, men give seed, but it's the woman's body that nourishes, it's the woman's body that gives intelligence. And we know that after birth, ideally, it is the woman that becomes the first educator, the first nurturer, all of that good stuff of a child.
Right.
Where I have to kind of draw the line with the whole male supremacy thing is equally, it is the condition of the sperm. So you see all these children we got born now with autism, it's because their father's sperm is weak. Facts. Don't even come at me in the chat. Facts. The state and that's why a lot of that's why the schools are full up of black children who are a bit wee and a bit way, because men do not take their health. I'm being serious now. The condition and the strength of the sperm is what determines some of these isms that these children just be having, the ones I have to teach that just be swinging and all of these things. This is the condition and the strength of the sperm. This has been found out to be true. So whilst they want to say male supremacy, actually, it's also the strength of the sperm that will dictate miscarriage. It's not the egg, it's the sperm. And note this, in an economic downturn or when there's a plague on, there are more girl children born than boy children. Why? Because the female fetus is a lot stronger than the male fetus. So you will notice, like now, there will be more girl children born than there will be boy children, say in war-torn countries and whatever, because boy fetuses are weaker and they cannot survive, like lack of nutrients. Whereas girl fetuses are hardier and survive. These are all facts. You can look them up. So this male supremacy fallacy that has been fed to men that they're superb because they're stronger, I can lift a settee with my toe, is rubbish. You might be physically stronger, but in every other way, intellectually, and in terms of what you give to a child, actually, you're quite corrosive and very, very weak. So I'm saying I love men, you know that, but these are all facts that I have presented. And I've done your dance with them. But I'm just saying, yeah, men, this male supremacy thing is, again, it's one of these constructs that was made up by a group of white men. Sorry?
He needs you should go on that dude's show and challenge him. He needs a good challenge.
Yeah.
I'd wait for him in the car park.
I think sometimes that Wi-Fi or mobile data should not be something.
Sorry.
Like that woman talking because you got lips and not backed by sense. Let me go and live or record. Let me go live and record myself like I've got something worth to say. Yeah, pick-me's are very dangerous to the female society, but because they just say all kind of loose things out of their lips.
That's right.
Desmond is saying, just to be clear, both men and women impose conditions on each other. Most people, so gone back to the first one, most people love a child under 16 for their inherent worth, not for their achievements. This is the definition of unconditional love. We need to stop attaching other things to definition of unconditional love. It is this that makes the statement only children and pets are loved unconditionally.
I'll give you that one, Des. I'll give you that one, Des. I'll give you that one.
Colin Williams, drunken sex. Okay.
But don't know where he coming. What happened to free plates? Free plates. Can you come off to people them good show and stop embarrassing the family? My God, God Almighty.
Okay, this is No Bravado, guys. DM, if you're indeed correct regarding where intelligence comes from, I was shocked when I found out.
Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, if a child has I was shocked as well. It's part of my work around SEN and cognitive and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
When I read it, I was like, raw. I always knew I had my mum's intellect and not my dad's. My dad's Jamaican. But my point is, or was Jamaican. But my point is, and my mum was a good old Guyanese intelligent woman, you know? When I read it, I was shocked, and I was equally shocked that miscarriages are determined by the strength and the condition of the sperm, which is why men are to drink water, wear loose briefs. All of these things are actually important because it means when you're coming now time to create children, you're not getting these little cardboard IKEA versions that we currently got. We need some strong, you know?
Not IKEA version.
We need some strong children, not these little, they wibble and they wobble and they fall down. I don't know who I am. Am I a biscuit? No, we don't need the Weetabix children. See, eat your greens, drink more water.
No Weetabix children. I can't. Let me share my screen. Hang on. All right, next topic. Share screen. This was posted by you, Shasha. I thought this was a good topic.
See, a man's got a female friend, right? You lot are going out for the evening. He goes and picks her up first, just due to proximity, like she lives closer to him, etc. They get to your house to collect you, so you've come out of your house and you're walking towards the car. You get to the passenger seat, and she just looks at you and says, "Hi," and that's it. Now, what's your next course of action? Like, do you expect your man's friend to get up and get into the back to allow you to sit in the front? Bearing in mind, this is not your friend. You don't even know her like that. You just know that this is your man's friend. You don't know her like that. You might just about know her name, yeah? Are you expecting her to get up and go into the back? Are you expecting your man to kind of tell her to get up and get into the back? If he doesn't, what are you thinking about this situation? Are you just going to open the door and get in the back and not have an issue? Are you going to get in the back and have an issue? And if you have an issue, are you making it known you got an issue right then and there? Or are you just not saying anything to keep the peace? Like, what are you expecting? What are you expecting from your man in this situation? Furthermore, is your man even your man after this situation? Because at this point, my friend, you're acting like that is you're sitting in the front seat because everybody looks far too comfortable. Yeah, or is your name Samuel, my Uber driver? Because at this point, everybody's lost it and you've got to 1 star. Because I don't understand. Anyway, do you know what? This was meant to be a non-biased video. I just wanted to throw it out there. And if you know me, you know this could never be my situation, my scenario, or my portion. I just wanted to know because I've heard about this and I just thought, do you know what? Let me throw it out there. Because you know, sometimes I have to come to the internet and make sure I'm not unhinged. I have to make sure that what I'm thinking is correct. Because sometimes I'm just like, no, everybody's lost it. Then I think I've lost it more than everybody else. Do you get it? So I just need to make sure sometimes. Let me know what you think.
What do you think? Oh,
I think I want to hear what Shah, you posted it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm no good on a question like this, and I'll tell you why I'm no good on a question like this, because I'm not an insecure woman. So if my man comes to get me and his friend is sat in the front, I'm going to get in the back. It's not a problem. Yeah. But I have understood as I've grown up that where a woman sits in the car is a thing for some people. I just want to get to where we're going. So if I have to get in and sit at the back, then so I'm not really good on these because I wouldn't take the fact that if you came to get me, if he came to get me and I had to sit in the back behind his friend that I didn't know, I'd be like, brilliant. Oh, he must be fucking he could well be, I don't know, but it's not a thing for me. Where I sit in a car is not an indication of my status. So I have to hand this respectfully over to the poster and just kind of get where Shah was on that, because this is not a me question, unfortunately.
First of all, anyone that knows me, don't bring nobody I don't know to my house. Period. I'm a private person. I don't know your friend. I don't want her knowing where I live. So I'll be vexed. That's what I've been more vexed on. You brought somebody to my home and not even said, oh, Shah, do you mind if so-and-so, if I'm picking up so-and-so, are you all right with them being... If I say no, then find another alternative. If I say yes, then cool. The fact that she's in the front of the car, it doesn't bother me. At the end of the day, nowadays, as you say, Donna, it is seen as a hierarchy, so to speak. It's your man's car. Do you know what I'm saying? So out of respect, you would be like, yeah, go to the back. Why have you got to be told? My face alone would say it. Do you know what I'm saying? So yes, to a lot of women in this day and age, it means a lot. But my initial reaction and anger will be at him exposing where I live. Because if she don't like me for whatever reason or whatever argument rock out, she now knows where I live. Now you're violating my personal space. Don't like that.
Yeah, but you just invite me and Trish around. We'll fuck her up. It's not a problem.
God, you know what? The more we leave, you know what? I live in hall. Not the two of us, so there.
Right.
One of us.
That's what when I saw it, that's what my initial thing was. You brought somebody that I don't know to my home. I would never do that. I'm just not. It's a personal space. It's a violation of privacy.
I hear that. I hear that for you, Sharp. You're a private person, so I mean that genuinely. I hear that. I hadn't even thought that far. I just had thought about the hierarchy in the car, but that additional part that you just put there, yeah, your privacy. You know, I've only discovered mine. So yeah.
Even a postcard, I don't even know that. No.
I hear you on that, for real. What's your take, Trish? I mean,
I thought it was interesting is because I think for me, because I've seen this argument with like a man and his mum. So mum don't like son's girlfriend because, and I've heard it like literally in the family that didn't get out of the front seat to let mum sit down. That was an issue for mum because she thought it was disrespectful. So I wouldn't wait to be told. So if I was the friend, I'm aware that these things are an issue. So if it was man and mum's coming, like man picks me up and then we go to pick up mum and we're going shopping, I'm automatically getting in the back for mum to sit down, you know, because I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah.
So
but you see,
I'm automatically
go on.
going to do it. If I'm the friend, I'm automatically going to do it because, again, I don't want no trouble. I don't want the problems. So let me just sit in the back. Hi. Hang on a minute. Let me get out. Unless she says, no, it's all right. Cha. Like, say it's you. And you're like, cha. The back of the car.
Yeah. But you see.
Fine.
No, I'm not going in the back because for a start, I have a disability. I am tall and fat. So the fact is, so often if I'm with a man, not my man, a man, I'm going to be sat in the front passenger seat. And if his girl comes up, I'm like, all right, babes, I just open the back door for her because I'm not going back there to be hunched up because men don't like big girls. So the average is she's gonna be smaller than me, so she can fit round there, and I can't fit round there.
I would expect her to move. I'm not gonna lie. If I knew her, come back, we roll.
Yeah.
And this is the first time I'm meeting you.
Even better if I don't meet her. She knows where she stands. Even better.
I don't know you, so get your ass to the back.
Get your ass to the back. When we're not friends like that. You know how long I know this nigga? Do you know how long I know this man? Okay, to the back then.
Nah, know your place.
I'm even gonna do this. I'm even gonna go reach back and let me just and just open the door for her.
I was interested. It was the comments were interested on this one. I'll read them in a minute. But I'm just going back to some of the comments that are in the chat now. This thing likes to give problems when it's ready. Miss Simpson said MFI Picnic. So you know
when I said the IKEA Picnic.
IKEA Picnic them. T Smooth said IKEA Kids is busted up. Desmond said, all right, so on to this topic now. Come on, just pick up your woman first and the friend after. Don't create the situation in the first place. How about that? Sigh. But
all right, Desmond.
It's like due to proximity. It's like, say, if you had to drive, I don't know, from here to Seven Sisters to get your friend, but then to pick up your woman first, it's from driving from here to Stoke Newington and Town Hall back to here to go where you're going. It just doesn't make any sense if it's. But yeah, tell your friend when we get there, my girl's gonna get in the front. Yeah, end.
Yeah, tell your friend that. Just tell your friend that. Be like, you know what? I'm picking you now up. I'm gonna go and get my missus here. When we get there, okay.
Done.
A good mother would want the wife to sit in the front. Yeah? Okay.
No.
It doesn't usually go that way.
I respect all women, right? But no, I don't respect anybody more than a mother. See if it's anybody's mum. Whether it's my girlfriend's mum or a man's mum,
Yeah.
By the way, I prefer to date a man whose parents are already dead. Just saying it, because mine are as well. So it's got to be like equality. So what I'm saying is, but it don't cover up your face, sir. I'm just saying to you. That's my preference. Because then we don't have this problem, because your mum and my mum can only sit in spirit. So what I'm trying to say is this, yeah.
I have to drink some water for that one. I'm fucking hell.
We can roll out with the spirit mums, because nobody. And in fact, for spirits, you don't have to move, right? They could just woo. So. But in seriousness, for anybody's motherhood, like. So, Charlene, have you made? Oh, sorry, Charles. Sorry. That's what I put. That's what's on my bio. Look out for them to change it this week on Facebook. I'll be like, looking for man whose parents are already deceased.
So
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to have to deal with. I'm not making the curry go. Like, that should have already been done. They should have already passed. So I'm only entertaining. I'm only entertaining conversations from men whose parents are deceased or near to deceasing.
Come and arrest her, people. Like, she needs to be arresting you. The police.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I don't want to do that. Oh, we at your mum's this weekend, because you're never going to be at my mum's. I don't want to have to do any of that. Let's just have dead parents. We can have kids. Dead parents and live kids. That's where I'm at.
I can't. My woman sits up front, tall, short, big, or slim friend. You get in your back.
Lord.
You get in the back front seat. The moves. T. Swift said, was the passenger aware that the second lady was a girlfriend? If not, the driver should traffic manage where butts are to be seated. Good question. Yeah. Everybody laugh. Just inappropriate. I can't. Said that she didn't.
Oh my God.
Shock face.
I will try so hard to hold it in, but it just wasn't working.
So we don't have to deal with none of that. Wow. What about if the man rolls up with his boy in the front seat?
I'll get in the back. I just don't understand. And maybe it's because I saw my mum get in the back with us kids if my dad was taking home brother or sister somebody. It was never a thing. I never saw her like, I'm the wife, I should be up the front. I never saw that in my family. So where I sit in a car, as long as I get there, and perhaps it's not the boot, doesn't define what the relationship is going on in the car. But I know with other women, I've had friends who are like, can you imagine? He didn't even tell me to say, like, yeah. Because I'm not even going to say people's name, but I've gone out with my friends and he's put his missus in the back. And I've said, oh, but I've just got in. That's all I said was, oh, and I just got into the front and sat next to him. So, yeah.
Tell your friend to find her own way and drop her home. DMT, orphan man.
Yes, I only want orphan man. I don't want existing parents. Not at all.
I can't.
Happy lady, I tell you.
I read the comments. Oh, what did they say here? All comments. Let's share the screen so that you guys can see it. Oh dear, always a bloody good show when Donna comes on. I can't. We want the orphan man. Oh dear.
Orphan man.
Yeah, all right. Firstly, if I don't know her, my man, regardless of proximity, should pick me up first. That said, if he had any care or respect for me, said friend should have been informed to move to the back well before I reach the passenger door. And the friend should know how the thing works too, says Debbie Ranger. To be honest, I'd pick my girl up first to avoid any awkwardism, says Kwame. Drive them both to Ali Pali and suggest a threesome. He goes on to say, Right, so that's going to cause a problem. First of all, my female friend won't be coming out with me and my partner for the evening in the first place, says Chigs Terry. Portia says the man should pick up his lady first. That friend should be in the back prior. Junior Bogle, who is a man, says very lacking in behavior. Why are you not laughing? I'm just saying he's a man and he doesn't think that this is right either. Very lacking in behavior. Good thing people calmer as we age. I know a good few women that the first thing they would say is, am I missing something? And if matey never come correct and fix up ding dong me round one, somebody gonna get knocked out and he probably get fist up too. That or they wouldn't say one word. The look they would say all the fight broke out the same way. I'm actually here laughing and asking if something like that would really happen. I have good women friend that I used to calm her down enough time, and I'm one of the few she actually listens to. She was a known fighter too. I'm actually thinking about her in that situation. The man would definitely get knocked out. It's a serious thing. Matey is more than his friend, and most people would know their place. Thus, such a situation should never happen. Many of us are old school, and some of us would appear never finished school. Jason Walter, my head can't process everything that has happened already. Who's invited any girl to a night out with my girl? I'm too old for unnecessary problems.
See?
That part. Firstly, if we're going out and it's supposed to be me and him, why is she coming? And I didn't know. Once I see her there, I'm asking if we can talk. Probably ain't going anywhere until I know what's going on. I don't do unexpected surprises. I'm going to be thinking something for real. All right, so you had a two-tone tay with Colin. Okay, Charlie may be going to the same place. People do give lifts. You seem to get that point. Absolutely well said. It's definitely a respect thing here. Says Colin Goldson. So men are saying it's a disrespect for the friend to be in the front as well.
So wait. No, I have something to say now. So if it's me I drive and my long time brethren is in the passenger seat, are they saying as my man they would expect to go in the front? That's why their egos are so fragile. Go on the back, my love. Go on the back. Because just because you're on the back, I mean say. Yeah, you're still the man. Humble calf drink the most milk. Humble calf drink the most milk.
I don't know. My opinion, friends should know her place and not even be waiting in the front seat like it's musical chairs. The right thing, this right here is exactly why some people side-eye friends from the opposite sex. Sometimes they're ulterior motives. Me personally, I'd expect my man to say backseat please without hesitation. If that doesn't happen, no drama, no arguing, simply turning back around and going back into my yard. Where I have full seat availability, choice of sofa, choice of cushion, peace guaranteed. I no time. You lot know me. My patience and temper is not set up for foolishness. We all know this. So all of that too. I wouldn't feel right being in the front. All of that. 100%.
Who said that?
Oh, my stepsister is just basically agreeing with me. She's lucky she's even in the car when I don't know her. She better move quick, says D Rich. Quick.
Right.
Samantha Hall, too old for the foolishness. I'm going back in my house and Netflix and chill. And the man better don't contact me again because you pulled up with her, my dear.
So
you made
this is really a thing. People really take this thing serious. I'm listening to the comments. They really take where they sit in their person's car as a whole thing. That's why me always I get bun because me not take these things serious. You never really need to take them. No, it's true. Always I get bun because I'm not taking it serious. I got to stop the ramping. I really got to stop the ramping.
Oh God. I'm actually thinking through a situation where we're going to a funeral. My ex wasn't ready, so I left to pick up a long-time school friend. As soon as we got back to pick her up, without even having the need to discuss, my friend got out of the car and sat in the back. My friend is also a known fighter that don't play. Is all about everyone knowing their place, says a man. Me and my girl headed out together. Anyone else is given their spot. Plus, how a guy going out with wifey and next friends long.
You see, this is where I'm telling you, this is not even no carry-on argument. I am genuinely like, rah, this is a thing, because it doesn't phase me at all. But this is why I say, all those people that were sitting in the front, that time they was doing it, and I just thought we was just going to the place. Ross. Costco, like what? Costco.
I think it's a matter of respect. I do take the point what you're saying in terms of being secure and it's not higher. Okay, no worries. Yeah, I do think it's a case of if you're secure and them things don't bother you, then fair enough. But what kind of things do you think pushes boundaries as your male partner having a female friend? Because I'm going to say this. I usually get on with all of my male's girlfriends, but there's a couple in particular that I haven't got on with, and I don't think I'm disrespectful. I think I know my place. I think, like, if I call and they're there, I'll be like, all right, I'll call you back another time, or whatever the case may be. If we are doing business together, we're doing business together. But in terms of little things like that, I'm very mindful and very respectful. So what kind of things are pushing the boundaries, would you guys say, that a male friend, like, what would make you raise your eye and side eye your partner's female friend? Because I hear you, an insecure female that goes out with your male friend is worries and problems. There's nothing you can do, right? Does that make sense? Because they've got an issue. But there are some bright and feisty outer harder friends that don't know their face. What would make you say, blood, talk to your friend?
Well, I don't think I would direct him to talk to the friend. I think I would have dealt with that if it was.
Okay, who am I asking?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't think I've ever liked a man enough for this to be an issue. No, I'm being serious. So I'm not invested like that. If that's your friend and what could a man? I didn't like find out that they were cheating. That was pictures. That's what did it for me. But I think the line had already been crossed.
Because I had a conversation with an acquaintance, and she said she had a problem with her husband doing DIY stuff all the time for her female friend. That was a trigger for her.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I have a friend who it's a trigger for her for like once, but all the time. Like, you don't have nobody that you can call. Who were you calling before? That's been her line of questioning with regards to her man doing all of these acts of DIY for her friends. It
doesn't bother you.
Do you know what? Right. Yeah, love things like, if you stab me, I won't be happy. But yeah, I think licks are the worst thing for me, like physical altercation. But the conversations like this make me know just how completely detached I am, because yes, I'm not happy if I find out about cheating, because just like the audacity of it. But I'm not like, oh God. No. So yeah, so I don't know if I've All of them have cheated. All the baby fathers, they cheat. This is what men do. So maybe because I have that as a mindset, I have very low expectations. In fact, I have zero expectations. It just is what it is.
Right.
And that's actually quite a serious thing, isn't it? To have such a low expectation that if you've got a tail and you grunt, like, yeah, okay, fine. But he looks good in a suit, it will do. No, Donna, I'm going to go away, and I promise all your listeners by the next No Bravado, I will have a better outlook on relationships. I promise I'm going to do the work. Yeah, but no, I mean, there must be things, obviously, but you know what it's like, team. My temper's so quick that the thing will just get dealt with. Like, I'm just going to move quickly. Yeah, I don't need no man to, only if it's like a gun argument, then I'll go to man. But if it's anything else, I'm going to deal with it myself. So yeah, I don't.
I remember I was dating a guy back in the day, and his ex used to terrorize me everywhere I went. And one time we was out, and she was pulling him to dance with her, and I just didn't address it because it was drilled into me not to fight over men. So I expected him to address it. Does that make sense?
Of course.
But then there was another guy that, if he's watching, he'd be like, "Oh, come on! I saw you smack up a couple of girls over me," but it wasn't over him. It was because she told me to suck my mother, so I beat her. You don't tell me that.
Right. So now you're talking my language. So my effrontery, and I use the word effrontery, my effrontery wouldn't be because it's my man. My effrontery would be that you think you could do that to me. That's how big my ego is. Can you? Sure, I need to go into therapy. Because my thing is not, because he's an idiot man. So if you want to, like, that's fine. But you think you're going to do that to me, I'm going to done you, my girl. It's definitely so, do you understand? So that's where my hurt would be. Not, oh, it's my man. No.
Yeah.
My anger is going to be like, what, you think you got me out here like that?
Right.
And that's really bad, because I should be thinking about the relationship. I'm now going to face the wall, ladies and gentlemen.
In the naughty corner. Shasha, what would trigger you? What could, if your guy had a female friend, what could that female friend do that you would think was crossing the line?
If I see that you are blatantly being overly affectionate in front of me, crossing the line, and thinking that I'm not going to draw you out in some, or do something in some sort of way, like you really want to draw me out, so you're gonna overstep the mark, do it in front of my face with a smirk on your face, like you're not gonna do that. I might be quiet, but I will slap a bitch. Don't do that.
Who you gonna say? Wait, hold on. I see you going on with the bad girl thing. Who you gonna slap, the man or the gal?
No, the man. It depends on what the guy is doing. If he's ignoring her, and not paying. If he's ignoring her and not paying on my and not responding, I'm gonna slap you. But I'm also gonna say to him behind closed doors, I get that you didn't respond, but out of respect, you should have said something, because you're making me look like an idiot out here, and I'm not into that. I really, truly am not into that. I am a very secure person, and I know that men have female friends. You understand? And if a man tells me that he ain't got my female friend, that's when I'm gonna start worrying, because you're just lying. I'm sorry, I ain't believing that shit. You got a lot. Of course,
just like you got male friends.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the belief of, until you show me I have to be concerned, I'm not. But make my head turn so you got a problem. Make sure my head is straight. Because if anyhow I start to think something's going on, I can't. Trust is a very important thing to me. And like I am a secure person, I don't want you to plant something in my head, because once it's planted, you can't take it back. You can't.
So my issue is not with the female at any given time.
Right.
The expectation. So for me, my relationship is with that person, isn't it? It's just like any relationship is with that person. So like my relationship is with you, Trisha. So if Natalie says Donna's ass is on her head, it's for you. I'm in a relationship with you. It is for you to say, well, I don't kind of see it like that way, Natalie. Do you understand? Because my relationship is with you. So I have that expectation for all types of friendships, that you are the person then that advocates for me. You act in my best interests, yeah?
Yeah.
So my thing is right. So my relationship commitment, whatever it is, whatever our arrangement is, yeah, is with the man. So I'm looking at you. So when you were talking, there was this one time, yeah, at Weekender, when Andrew, some girl had been out with before, her name is also Donna, and she pulled him to dance. I remember it was in Mikeysville, and I grew as big as Great Yarmouth. I was about to blow. And then I was like, do you know what? Anna, let me see how this nigga handles this shit.
Right.
And he didn't handle it with the robustness and with the elbow to the throat that I would have. However, he did handle it. And I was like, okay, I can give you grace. I can allow you to navigate these spaces because you navigate that, you advocate for me well.
Yeah.
Might not be in the way that I would do it, but well. So yes, so there have been occasions where I'm like, hold on a goddamn minute.
Yeah.
But I haven't had to kick off because it has been dealt with. And I think that's really important in all types of relationships, that your advocate, your person speaks up for you for what you know back at the ranch you've agreed to and what you've not agreed to. I think that's important in relationships. Yeah.
Right.
And it has actually happened to me.
Sorry?
It has happened to me where a woman done that at a club, and I can hear her talking to her friend and not knowing where I'm standing in proximity to her to hear the conversation. And I'm standing there just laughing, just smiling, because she's not realizing where I'm standing. So she goes and speaks to the person and, you know, doing the whole chat and da-da-da-da-da. So I've now moved from where I'm standing in sight. So after the conversation going backwards and forwards, she's asked for a drink and got a drink call. Then he just came back towards where he looked right to see where I was. He goes, she went, are you here with somebody? And he went, yeah. So he just said, I'll catch you later. So he's moved and come stood right behind me. And I just stood there, I was like,
yeah.
That was it. So
it's about how your man carries himself. So the situations that I explained, the two situations that I explained, my mum drilled it into my head. Don't fight over no man. The moment your ass is out of door,
you've lost the battle.
Your skirt skid up over your head because you're fighting over man. It's not your man. Don't ever do
it's just your turn. Mm-hmm.
Just drilling. That was always what was drilled. So the girl that dragged him to dance, he was kind of entertaining it, because what he said to me is, she's looking for an excuse to fight you or to beat you up. Fight you and beat you up. But he didn't know. Nobody knew that my temper's not set up for that. Nobody knew then, because it was back in the day. So he didn't know. So I remember saying to him, don't worry about me if it comes to that, because anyhow she never put her hands on me, but they always have something to say, and I'd just be like, I'm not getting into this because it's over man, because indoctrination is a real thing. So my mum indoctrinated me into not fighting over man from a young age. So she used to get away with a lot of nonsense. So I remember saying to him, don't worry about me. If she puts her hands on me, I can defend myself. Don't take my quietness and think I'm some little petty flu out here. It's not that. So I expect you to handle yourself when this occurs again. The next time he did. So that was fine. But with the other guy, where I did end up getting into the fight, it was him. He was the issue. So I was there unexpectedly, and because his friend brought me there, and his friend brought me there, I wasn't expected to be there, but some other girls was coming around, and then we kind of bucked at the yard. The girls were being rude and bitchy. I cussed him because my argument's not with nobody but my man. Yeah, I've cussed him, and I'm leaving. Yeah, I'm leaving the yard. opens the window and says, "Yeah, and you go and go suck your mother."
Ooh,
It was on.
well, go suck your
But
mother.
don't say that.
Ooh.
Don't say that to me. Not my mother. I'm leaving because my argument's not with you. If he's got another girl over in the yard, that's not your
Yeah,
responsibility. It's his responsibility to be faithful to me, or not at least not make us buck up at the yard. But we've bucked up at the yard, so I've cussed him. I'm leaving. Then you're going to tell me I must suck my mother? Blood, yo,
Disrespect the man I'm dealing with.
disrespect. So I don't know. I think sometimes I take your point of being secure and not being really attached to these things, but I do like to see how men handle these things, and I do think that it would be I think the guy should just be saying from the offset, "My girl's coming, get in the back." Desmond says a good female friend would move off her own accord and to let the woman sit up front. It's just respect from a female to another female. Men making a thing of sitting up front only if it's another man. Again, optics are a thing. My woman's girlfriend, not a problem. I'm getting in the back. Can't be living life without mutual respect, boundaries for each other. That's an invitation for fuckeries. T Smooth said men don't cheat. Hang on, because StreamYard could do better with this comments function. It's ridiculous. Hang on, Little Miss. What about the man? Yeah, I think that's in response to you'd smack a bitch, Shah. But Donna asks that question.
Yeah.
Optics matter. You're not doing it for the crowd, but you're making the other person look stupid. Handle it. All he had to say was no. Too many women are quick to draw for the woman whilst the jellyback man is left unaccounted. Not the jellyback man. It's true. And it's true. Women do go for women. Why?
Because I think for a lot of women it's easier to deal with. Sorry, I'm in a dark room. It's a therapeutic room. Sorry, but can you still see my outline of my face?
Yeah.
For a lot of women it's easier, right, than dealing with the fact that the betrayal has come from your partner. And again, patriarchy would have us believe that it's all about, it's what the woman did. Actually, it's the man. The man decided to do this thing. So women pick other women to take it out on because it's easier than rather identify that it's your partner that let you down.
Yeah. If I called it for sexy as hell woman fighting another woman if called for it's sexy as hell a woman fighting another woman, especially as the man can't hit her. Just like a man is supposed to step in if another man is disrespecting his woman. Don't think that it should be seen as fighting over man rather than defending your man. Oh, that's two different things. Fighting over man and defending your man is two different things. Trust me, I defending your man, or I'm definitely like sometimes when you watch the films and like your man, the mans are fighting and the woman's in the thing screaming. That's not me. We're beating this man.
Right.
The two of us are gonna beat this man.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
I'm not screaming in the corner. Stop! It's not doing that. We're gonna fight. Like even one time, me and my brother, it was hilarious. I can say it now, I think, because I should limited, and he's dead anyway. But he was driving and crashed into a stationary car. He had just got out of prison, and he didn't want to go back to prison driving without a license. Blah blah blah. So when we got out the car, when the man got out the car, the man was massive, and my brother was that big. He was big in spirit, but he wasn't that big. So my brother said to me, "Run, run, run!" And I was like, I couldn't leave it there with this big man. So get out of here. And I just couldn't. What happened? He ended up shirking off and running away because he didn't want to get caught and go back to jail. And me get hauled and get arrested. They took me to jail. They flung me in the prison cell. But the man held on to me then, and I couldn't get it because someone's paying for my car. But do you know what I mean? But yeah, to me, this is yeah, it's definitely something to think about. Anyway, last and final topic. We read the comments on that, didn't we? Last and final topic. Do you think this woman's bad mind? So hang on. Let me share my screen. All right.
How she started that video. Just remember.
All right. You can see everything, yeah?
Yeah.
My friend of 4 years just ended our friendship over a man.
I really want y'all to key in on how she started that video. Just remember that one part. Viewer discretion is advised.
So the way it works out is her birthday, their anniversary, Christmas, my birthday, New Year's. So right around this time of the year, we're chatting a whole bunch. Girl, what you doing? Girl, what you doing? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. This is literally what I said. Where did y'all go for y'all anniversary? And she goes, oh, we just went out to dinner. You got me flowers and some jewelry. And I was like, she was like, don't start.
Is it me, or does this woman have way too much investment in someone else's relationship? And it's clear that her friend has placed boundaries around the relationship that she's currently in because she knows her friend does way too much. So when she told her not to start, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. She's been down this road with her friend before, where her friend has probably said something in relation to her relationship that she just did not appreciate. And so in turn, she's throwing warning flags by saying, don't start, because you keep fucking around, you're gonna find out. But instead of taking heed and listening to her friend, take a wild guess what she did.
Now I'm gonna start. And we all need to start starting with our friends who are accepting like low effort shit from the men that they're with.
Ladies, I don't understand how y'all can be friends with some of these people. And she said they were friends for X amount of years. Who are you to tell me what's low effort in my relationship? How are you going to tell me what I should desire and what I should like in my relationship? Keep in mind, it's not like I'm getting nothing. I'm actually getting things that I like and want. I'm just not getting the things that she thinks I should like and want. What kind of a friend is this? This is a perfect example of single women keeping other women single, because I refuse to believe that the woman in the video has a relationship of her own. There is never a reason for you to be overly invested in someone else's relationship that they are perfectly content with. There's no complaints coming from your friend. All the complaints are coming from her, like she's the one fucking that man.
Let me preface this by saying he's a man of means, okay? I sold this man his third property when I was in real estate. I've seen this man made well into the mid to high six figures, okay? And you, that person that likes to travel, because we bonded over that. We've traveled and taken trips together before. It's just so minimal to me what he does for her.
This message goes out to the friend that the video was about. That woman wants your spot. And she was finding every way to trick you out of your position so she could be with that man. She saw the kind of man he was, how much money he was making, possibly was even attracted to him, and said, you know what? I can do a better job than she can. So the only way for me to get to him is to get past her. And in the name of girl code, she tried to manipulate you and make you think that that man wasn't doing anything for you and you should leave him. She tried to make you think that he was doing the bare minimum and dress it up as an insult and low effort. That way you can feel like I can do better. And in turn, you would leave that man, which would open up a clear lane for her to shoot her shot at your man. Look what that money make a bitch do. Boy, I tell you, you can't make this shit up.
You should not just be at home all the time when y'all doing big celebrations like this. Like, I feel like you're just accepting, yo. And this is what pisses me off so much about it, is that whenever she's talking about him and stuff that he does, it's always spectacular. But when she talks about stuff that he does for her, like, yes, it's nice, but it's not spectacular in comparison to what he does for himself. I'm like, girl, this man does not like you. He's with you. You're integrated into his life. Yet he may say he loves you, but he does not like you.
Her words are, yes, he loves you. Yes, you are integrated in his life, but he doesn't like you. She also says, yes, he does nice things for her, but because it's not spectacular, it's not really shit. And the reason it should be spectacular is because he makes a lot of money. This woman is a leech in the worst way. She's the kind of woman that believes your gifts and acts of service should match your income, which in turn says if you're a millionaire and you go out and buy her a car, let's say you come back with a S-Class Mercedes-Benz, nah, that's an insult. Because you're a millionaire, you have to put a Bugatti in front of her. That is the only way your gifts are going to suffice. Spending large portions of your income on gift giving is the only way she think a man likes a woman. Completely disregarding the fact that an S-Class Mercedes-Benz can easily run you up 100K. But I digress. The point of this video is, remember in the very beginning where she said that she lost her friend of 4 years over a man? Nah, sweetheart, you lost your friend over overstepping her boundaries in a relationship. You didn't have enough respect for her. You didn't have enough respect for him or their relationship. So she did the only thing that anybody with common sense would do and cut your stupid ass off because you a hater low key. And you wanted her spot, but you could never come out and actually say it. Ladies, do yourselves a favor and watch out for these girls that are looking out for your best interest. Because in reality, what they're really trying to do is trick you out of your position, especially when you're in a place of privilege. And fellas, for whatever reason, if you ever end up with a woman like this, leave her. Trust me, she's way too invested in other people's relationship to be the person she's supposed to be in your relationship. Y'all keep it change.
What do you think? Do you think that she had a point that when the guy's doing stuff for himself, it's spectacular, but when it's for his missus, it's dinner, flowers, and a piece of jewelry, and that's it. It's never anything really spectacular for her. Or do you agree with the guy that she's being bad-minded and wants to trick the woman out of her spot?
Donna?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were gonna go first, Sharp. I believe that when I watched it, I was like, men are inherently invested in the devaluation of women actively, right? So I think it's only when I have stepped out of certain relationships that I have seen that what my friends were saying at the time during the relationship was actually true. Because if you have good friends, they want the best for you, right? They want the best for you, and they will always be, team cheerleaders for you and him. But your friends are going to see that what you get is bare minimum. If that's what you're getting, is bare minimum. Now I follow this guy, and he likes to present as if he's an even keel, but actually, I feel that post is basically saying, women should be accepting of the bare minimum and be all right with it. And if their friends say anything about it, then, that's why single women have no place. That is rubbish. I think that my single friends, I tell you who's dangerous. I think married women are dangerous to take advice from. And I'll tell you why. Because a lot of married women are tolerating, and if you really ask them about their marriage, yes, they love the person. Like you love your cat when you were 8 or your dog. You love the person because you're used to them. But active love or a relationship that stimulates them, they haven't had that in a long time. And I don't mean sexually, I mean just in any other way. Yeah. They're not stimulated by their marriage. And so they're just there. And often they're from the generation where, they were told that marriage is important. And so they will tell you advice. I remember going to people for advice and they were married, and you go to them because they're married, and they basically tell you, better days must come. That time you're dying. So I've never really been keen to take advice from married women because I feel that their advice is often jaded because of their experience, and misery loves company. But I have found the advice of single women. And single women are not out here telling people in relationships to leave their man. That's not what they're doing. But they are saying, you deserve more. You deserve better. I have a friend, and if she hears this, Dion can vouch for this. She said, you going to uni will be the decline of your relationship. so said, so done, because she knew that well, like everybody knows I'm smart, innit? But I didn't actually know I'm intellectual. But going to university at 41 has opened up the world in a way to me. Like, I feel like I'm part of the matrix. Like, I read the world completely differently. And she knew that, she saw that about me, and she equally knew that that would be the death knell of my relationship, because my partner wasn't about that. He's about aesthetics and all the rest of it. He's not about intellect. And so if I became more intellectual, that means I would become more challenging. That means I wouldn't see the world in the same way. And so said, so done. So for me, my own personal, I'm very, very, very wary of advice to married women. Not because marriage isn't right for those people, but because I think that marriage does a thing where it erases your objectivity. And so you become almost like a hive mentality. This is a good place to be. Look, we're all here and the sun is shining. When actually, when you're single and you're out there, you're a bit more gritty. You see the world a bit more in more sharper focus. And I think that marriage kind of dulls that. That would be my contribution. I think men love to tell women about their single friends, but actually it's your single friends who will save you more than your married friends. Your married friends will tell you, stay, do you want us to come round? We can talk about, no, I need to move now. And it's your single friends that will offer you that.
Right.
Stop laughing at me, Charlene.
No, not at you. You're fucking hilarious. If you don't know that by now. All right. This is what the wife had to say. Let me pause it. Hang on. Okay, it's not doing that. Hang on. Share screen.
My friend of 4 years just ended our friendship over a man.
You didn't get cut off over a man. You got cut off over my man, my husband, the person that's the most important to me. First and foremost, the fact that you started your video talking about my friend of 4 years cut me off over a man and didn't actually explain what the dynamic of the relationship was, I'm going to do that.
So the way it works out is her birthday, their anniversary, Christmas, my birthday, New Year's. So right around this time of the year, we're chatting a whole bunch. Girl, what you doing? Girl, what you doing? Da, 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 da. Y'all, so this year, no different.
You're disclosing information to the internet that's not your business to tell.
This is literally what I said. Where did y'all go for y'all anniversary? And she goes, oh, we just went out to dinner. He got me flowers and some jewelry. And I was like,
you're upset, wholeheartedly upset that I got jewelry, dinner, and flowers, the thing that I requested, the thing that I enjoy.
She was like, don't start. Now I'm going to start. And we all need to start starting with our friends who are accepting like low effort shit from the men that they're with.
You live a life where you live in la la land. You A, don't have a man. B, don't have somebody, have never had anybody that does for you what my husband does for me.
Let me preface this by saying he's a man of means. Okay.
You are a pocket watcher. You clock everything that is done in a manner in which you wouldn't accept it, but nobody's even doing for you what my man does for me.
I sold this man his third property when I was in real estate. I've seen his place. This man makes well into the mid to high six figures. Okay.
Like, why are you coming on the internet talking about my man's income? Because you sold the house. Like, be so for real. You're weird.
And you are the type of person that likes to travel because we bonded over that. We've traveled and taken trips together before.
And not for nothing, but what we do with our finances is for a greater purpose for our kids, because we are building generational wealth. We are trying to make sure that we can retire early. So getting flown out or going on a trip all the time is not our top priority.
It's just so minimal to me what he does for her every time.
Baby, I'm a mother. and a wife, and I work full time. I be tired. I don't want to do a whole lot of stuff all the time. And it's not out of the norm, having been married all of these years, for my husband, for our anniversary, to take me to dinner, get me flowers, and get me a gift. That's enough. It's not low effort. It's not bare minimum.
A birthday, flower, dinners, a gift. Anniversary, flowers, dinners, gift. Like, it's the same shit over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, girl, you deserve better.
You're not a celebrity. You don't live a life where this is happening for you and everybody else around you. So like, what?
There's over 70 luxury resorts in the United States alone. Even if he just took you to one a year, it would take y'all a lifetime, literally.
And as that man's wife, I know how to be an asset to him.
You should not just be at home all the time when y'all doing big celebrations like this. Like, I feel like you're just accepting, and this is what pisses me off so much about it, is that whenever she's talking about him and stuff that he does, it's always spectacular. But when she talks about stuff that he does for her, like, yes, it's nice, but it's not spectacular in comparison to what he does for himself. I'm like, girl, this man does not like you. He's with you. You're integrated into his life. Yeah, he may say he loves you, but he does not like you.
And this is why I say I don't accept relationship advice, for real, from people who don't have successful relationships. They've never been married. They don't have anything for real. They live in delusion in La La Land, and they only dream about the day that a man's going to come in and do half the stuff that my man does for me. So thank y'all for coming to my TED Talk. That's the tea. Have a blessed day.
The wife at the end. All right. So what do you guys think about, Charlene, I'll start with you, about what the wife had to say?
The wife is right. You have got no business going on live TV and talking live on internet and talking about what my husband earns. That's personal business. There's lines that there's lines that you shouldn't cross, and she crossed the line. Why do you feel that you need to have to do that? You're not in the wife's house. You don't live with them 24/7. All right, your girlfriends are there to talk about certain things, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, she's married to him. If she's happy with that, if she's got what she asked for, then she's got what she's asked for. Leave people's relationships alone. Listen, give advice if they ask for it. But I'm not gonna be crossing line with going on big live internet and talking about, oh, my friend partner earns this amount and he does. No, know your place. Yeah, if your girlfriend wants to have a moan about something, be that shoulder to cry on, be that ear to listen to. But you're not in there. You're not there in their home with them, living how they're living, and seeing what goes on. So, yeah, I will do what a friend does. Listen, but I'm not doing all of that.
Do you think that single women give advice to keep other women single?
Some do.
No.
Some do, because I've had that. Some single women, what them will tell you to do is not what them going to do. I've seen that first bloody hand, and I've cut off a few in my lifetime. Yeah, I have done. But then there's some girlfriends who do give good advice and are looking at for your best interest. Really and truly, are looking at for your best interest. But not every friend is a good friend.
Donna?
I choose the company of women who have completely dissented men from their lives in the first instance. So I say that as, I just feel I agree with the wife, but I don't feel. I mean, I agree with the wife, but why would she have had to respond if Trish had come to the internet and had said all of these things about? Hold on, excuse me a minute. You see when the government's children can't regulate their emotions. Anywho, moving on swiftly. Yeah, I feel that the wife shouldn't have responded. I think that because that to me says ego. And if it's so nice over there, why would you lead with ego? That hold on a minute.
I'm gonna get into
Yo, I'm leading with ego. You're coming on the internet to check my business.
Yeah, but how did we know? How did we know it was you? There was nothing about what the woman said initially that said it was you. So why do you have to bring your response back to the internet? That is my first thought. My second thought is I'm not saying that the wife is wrong, and maybe the friend, you know your friends, isn't it? So I know that my friends are not watching my pocket, are not there for my demise, and definitely couldn't care if I'm single or not. They care about me, Donna the person. So I think if you're around, and I say this for females, if you're around females who to have a man or to be in a relationship is important, and if you haven't got one, then there's almost something wrong with you, then I can see how this can take place with a married woman who's obviously happy in her marriage. She's a mother. She doesn't want that. She's where she is. But I don't feel that it's a template for, say, like where we are, unless you two are going to tell me that you're now centering in your lives. But if it happens, it happens. When I say, because I think people think when you talk about decentering men that you're a lesbian. Not at all. It's just that a relationship is not the first thing. I want to make money. I want to travel. I want to write. There are so many more things to me than having to wash somebody's boxer shorts at 30 degrees with Ariel. So yeah, that's what I mean by decentering men. I don't mean by engaging in, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think what did you say?
I said you should be the center of your own world. If you make someone
100%, and I feel 100%. It's bad enough having kids. Sometimes I wish I could put them in the microwave for 10 minutes, but I can't. But it's bad enough having kids who didn't ask to be here that you have to until they get to a certain age. Now that my children are getting to a certain age and in one they're coming off my hands, this is me time now. Like I said, my parents are already dead, so I don't have the issues that some of you might have where you have to take care of aging parents. As far as I'm concerned, I've got a clean, cool road till I'm 80. Do I necessarily want to have that hampered with the needs and wants of an aging, erectile dysfunctional man? I'm not sure that that's something I want to do. So
you might get a younger.
No man, I don't me David, man. I don't me David. But I do take the wife's point of view. I take the wife's point of view that if you're my friend, can you imagine you go and take your friend to social media like that? But then I wouldn't have responded as the wife. I would have turned up at your house with a baseball bat for sure. But I wouldn't have taken it to social media because I don't think it dignifies a response on social media, because before, when we had the friendship, we wasn't living in these social media streets. We were just living. We were taking our trips. We were doing our thing. You were selling his house. So why, because you've taken it there, do I have to also be forced by ego to come and defend it in these streets? No, because she didn't even call your name. She just said, my friend of 4 years. Who knows? It'd be like me saying, my friend who appears on No Bravado. People might think it's Sharp. People might think it's you, Trisha. People might even think it's Natalie. Yeah. I didn't actually, do you understand? Now, if you respond, now you've given the game away. They say hit dogs holler. So I just feel for the wife, given that she was so dignified and she's obviously enjoying her marriage, she didn't need to respond.
Yeah, fair enough. Desmond said, is that not like saying I would take driving lessons from someone who can't drive rather than someone who's been driving for 10 years, bad habits and all? I'd rather take advice from a person who has climbed a mountain rather than a person who's considered climbing one. Just see things differently, I guess.
Desmond, I'd rather take advice from people who want to live their life for them, their way, than people who have made the active choice to live their life with a partner who will obviously impinge on how they live that life their way. You see what I'm trying to say? So maybe you're right. Maybe we see it differently.
Yeah. There could be Simpson saying she may genuinely want the best for her friend, but she's way too invested.
Way.
Jenny Sunshine says evening sugar plum. Let's just read the comments. That's our last topic, and then we're out of here. But thank you all for being here, all of you that I can see, but I can't necessarily see who you are. Thank you for being here. Can you see my screen? Okay, Lorraine Foster says, definitely agree with him. Gifts are lovely on occasions, but nothing compares to time, support, effort, and love. Where is her man? She's saying way too much. Relax yourself. She's jealous. Everyone, she's doing too much, says Shasha. My mum thought that it sounded jealousy as well, which was interesting. She needs to get a man and stop playing Judge Judy, says Cyrus. So y'all need to see the response, and then he posted it, so we just watched that. It's given jealousy. She pointed out that he's wealthy. It's definitely jealousy. Sadly, I think he's right. She has overstepped the mark, says Christine Hammond. Glas Campbell said, clear jealousy. Glaz is a dude. She already knows how you are. Don't be surprised when the friendship gap starts to widen. I've seen this happen before, where friends end up leaving the man when the accusers find the accusers find a man. They don't have time for her. If you're happy, stay where you are. Colin Goldson said, I will say he definitely hit some key points. I would leave it as is. Not going to pass judgment here. My circle is very, very small. I keep my business to myself just the way I like it. Soka Queen said, I'm going to take a complete different view from what everyone else has said. We don't actually know why the friend feels this way. Often situations like this happen because the person in the relationship has shared a lot of details about their partner, what he does, what he doesn't do, and how she feels about it. Many people are also going to go to their friends for advice, and when they believe they're not receiving what they deserve, that could explain why the friend said do not start. We're quick to label the friend as single, jealous, or negative, but that ignores the deeper context behind the comment. A lot of the time, it's not about jealousy at all. It's based on previous conversations about the man and what he should be doing and what he hasn't been doing. Not in all cases.
I think that's a really, really good point, because in order for people to know, in order for my friends to be able to say, D, you deserve better, they had to know already that I thought I deserved better. And I fully hold my hands up to that. I was in a situation where I felt I deserved better and I was getting bare minimum. And I expressed that. How can I now turn around and say, oh, you're bitter and single and you need to go and find your own man, when I have opened up? And we do as women. That's the thing. We do as women. I'm not saying we chat everything, but we seek community. And so you will tell your friends certain things, about your relationship. So I think that what the lady says here is something that's also, that's a moving part that needs to be brought into the conversation. Well, how did she know so much?
Yeah.
If you're so happily married, why does she know that that is bare minimum? Do you understand? It's like, we just have to apply a bit of critical thinking to this. I think it's too easy to say, all single women are just jealous, because again, that feeds into we're all centering this relationships at the center of our existence. And I don't think that's true anymore in the way that it has been before.
It isn't, Desmond said, nice take. I do appreciate different points of view and you make many valid points. However, I personally am wary of people wanting something from me more than I want for myself. And there have been times I've advised and a person had to find out for themselves. As their friend, I was there regardless. With nil, I told you so. But when one insists at times, it makes other unmovable. Say then have her girls back. Her rant came across like she was the mother and not the friend, but love different viewpoints. I hear what you're saying. that's why sometimes not everything should be discussed with your friend, because they would always have an opinion. Some girlfriends are just waiting for you to complain about what he doesn't do so that they can say things when he does do things. Not all girlfriends are looking out for your best interest. I know this firsthand. What they are telling you not to put up with, they have different excuses themselves. Be careful who you trust with your business. Not everyone is your cheerleader. I agree with that, actually.
Yeah.
Agree. The so-called friend needs to invest all that energy into herself. Also, some friends, when they're in relationships, often give off we're superior to your singleness. Cuts both ways. Gary Huggins said Beyonce said it best, go by. Colin, we need Colin.
For the men,
Colin needs to change her name to context. That's all I'm saying. But go on, D.
No, I was gonna say,
go on.
A lot this type of commentary plays into what men want to say about single women. Because to be a single woman, especially in our community, is something wrong with you, right? So, of course, a single woman is going to give you advice that's going to bring you down and not want you. But equally, single women can see people. Let's just take the label off. People, your friends, people who love you, which is why it's important, as the last commentator said, it's important who you tell your business to. Because if somebody really loves you, if Trisha rings me up and she says, "Dear, I can see something," I know it's coming from a place of love rather than a place of criticism. Or unnecessary critique. It's coming because she's seen something, because she knows me, and she thinks, well, that's not right, and I don't want that. Do you understand? So I think it's too easy for men to say, oh yeah, these are some single women who don't want you to have a relationship, because men benefit from relationships mostly, and so they don't want women to not have them. Whereas I feel that humans, male or female, my brother said things about my relationship. My brother loves me. And he's like, D, I don't like to see you like this. I think this is this and that is that. It's not because my brother wants to see me single, it's because he loves me and he wants better for me. So I think we have to give grace, and not everything is single women who, because they want people's man. We have to come off of that very misogynistic kind of, it's not that. We're people, we're humans, we love other people, and sometimes we want the best for them. And sometimes in wanting the best for them, we overstep the mark. We might say too much. Yeah. But equally, we say it because we care, and we say it because they've told us something that's either upset them or they've wanted, and we're just speaking up on their behalf because we're their friends.
Desmond said this highlights two different types of values going on. One woman, because she has the idea of his income, has already decided how much income should be spent. The woman to the man is okay with what she gets, as she must know what else he does. Clearly, she's tired of justifying herself to the friend. This comes across salty, as she's doing too much in trying to live her relationship for her friend. This is why the term "women keep women single" comes from. She runs the risk of being single, and she takes advice from her friend, which is low-key, is just what this woman wants, as they can both be single together. But it's not bad advice. Friend cannot take it any longer, being around her, seeing her happy and looked after when she's not getting the same results. Bev, I'm done with people in this world. She has no relationship. Mind your business, honestly. Leave big people's business alone. We just watched that. Real talk, says Wesley. And then I said, how am I just seeing this? Because I found it really interesting, like the different takes. Because you're right. I mean, when I played it to my mum said that she sounds bitter and jealous. And that was, but then when you start to hear, well, no, actually, it might not be that. It might be blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's true. So I found it really interesting. What I am learning, though, is that sometimes, as Charlene said earlier, people don't want your opinion. They just want you to listen. And then they'll get with you when you give your opinion.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to navigate through certain things. So I've got, if a friend says to me one thing, but then changes their mind and says another thing, if you love it, me like it, but I just need to be there to pick up the pieces should it.
100%.
Because I am single and I don't want people to feel, say, you're jealous of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes ain't that. It is that.
100%.
you're just, you can see it for what it is. Sometimes as well, when we are single, or when we're single, people think that you're trying to keep people single when it ain't that. Sometimes you see things for
And what is
they
wrong with
are.
that?
What's wrong with keeping people single?
Yes, we've got it's there are going to be a lot of us that are going to be single for whatever reason, for a multitude of reasons, right? Facts. This is where I come with this whole the reasoning about being single or single. What is wrong with it? Not all of it. Marriage is not for everyone.
No.
Relationships are not for everyone. Some people are made for that whole kind of level of sacrifice and giving of grace, and some aren't. And I just want there to be more of a even-keeled conversation where, you see, I don't like narratives like this personally, and I say this as a domestic abuse practitioner, because it's this level of don't get involved in people's business that sees people die right underneath your nose from abuse. So maybe I read the world differently. This kind of I don't get involved or don't listen to your single friends. Do you understand? It might be your single friends because they're not married that you might go to talk about your abuse. I'm not saying this is that. Well, I'm not, and I hope I'm not stretching. I hope I'm not overreaching. But when these kind of narratives come from, under a post, or leave people alone and mind people's business, I'm always like, this is how abuse, especially sexual abuse, is allowed to continue, because we never check people where they are. There's always a caveat. There's always a label. Oh, Trisha, she wanted to say something about the way that he touches the daughter because she's jealous because she don't have kids. We're too quick to do that, rather than apply critical thinking. So why would Trisha do that?
Yeah.
What has she seen?
Right. And the thing is, sometimes when you are looking from the outside in, and you think, because there is this whole, especially when you're getting older, some people are cool not being in relationships, and some people just aren't. And I know that sometimes you can make bad decisions and go into relationships that are wrong based on being lonely, or based on the pressure of feeling like you need to be in a relationship or married at a particular age, blah 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 blah. So I'm very honest, very upfront, and I will give you my honest opinion if you ask for it. What I'm learning to do now is to say, do you want me to just listen? Do you want my honest opinion, or do you want the watered down opinion? Because you have to.
Yeah. No, real talk.
Some people just might not want your opinion, but I am learning to, like, if you like it, I love it, but I'll be there for you if you need it, because you do often end up being the messenger that gets shot, and then you're the bitter single one that just wants them out of the relationship.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Go on, Charlie. Was going to say something?
No, I'm saying one thing, but that Jordan me as well. In fact, she's saying based on how much he earns is what is based on the gift that she should be getting. For all she knows, him earning X amount of money, he could be building a life for them to be able to retire and sit back sooner than they want to.
But what she also said, that's what the wife said. The wife said, we're trying to create generational wealth. We've got kids, and I want flowers and a piece of jewelry and dinner. That's fine for me. But what the friend is saying, but when it comes to him, where's the generational wealth? Everything's spectacular when it comes for him, when he's doing it for himself. But when it comes to her, it's flowers, jewelry. But if the wife is happy with it,
but obviously she's not. That's exactly my point. Obviously she's not, because at some point, she's gone back to her friend and she's made a comment to that effect. Right, it was his birthday and he went helicopter skydive, did it? And all I got was some dingy little diamond bracelet, a dinner, and some flowers. Obviously that conversation has been had, because why would she raise it in her post? This is my point. If you apply the critical thinking overlay, the wife has had to have complained before about how he treats himself, because how would she know? How would you know? How would you know if on Chairman's birthday, he bought himself a new watch, but when it was me, I got something from the pound shop, unless I told you.
Right.
Do you see my point? So I'm saying this is where sometimes as women, you know, we kind of let ourselves down because we run to our girlfriends when we're on fire. Yeah. Oh, look what he's done. Now we want to come with our chests and burn down single women and talk about nobody's ever treated you and you would never get a man to win. Shut up with all that. You've gone there, you've talked to your girl. She's now come back based on what you said and highlighted, shone a light underneath your relationship. You don't like it, but you opened the door. Where is the accountability? You see what I'm saying? And also, don't invite me back. Don't invite me back here with Charlene, because I've just realized that Charlene actively likes men, isn't it? Charlene just said, "Oh, you know, he could be building a life." Charlene, I've really got to watch you carefully.
No, it's basically what she said in the video about generation. You know what I mean? It's only a good video, but like I say, I'm not, me being a private person. Some people say I'm secretive. No, it's just none of your goddamn business. Because if I see that you're not talking how your business, how I'm talking mine, I'm not gonna chat to you like that. Because it's 100%. Like to say anything, and I've had that thrown back in my face. I'm like, you know what? Stay over there. So there's very few people that I would say there's limited. My circle is very small. It's like you can't count on one hand. So if I'm gonna call you as my brethren, as my sister, to say, boy, it's because I trust you, and at the end of the day, I know that we have conversation both ways. It's not a case of you know my business and I don't know yours.
100%. And I'm saying,
I like men. Donna.
Anyway, moving on swiftly. So, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of the show. I'm joking. It's not even that I don't like them. I was just trying to pick on Shah, but I do take Shah's point that I think I think the wife has opened up the door previously, maybe not even intentionally, right? But when you share your business, in this way, and you as you said, Trisha, you know, you do the whole rant, you do the whole vent. Oh, it was his birthday, he did this. When it was me, you've opened up the door. Now people have formed an opinion about your man. So when people came to me and said, D, you deserve more, I couldn't say, how dare you? Because I'd long time opened up the door when I'd made complaints about the state and condition of my relationship, because I held myself accountable for holding up the door. What I'm saying about the wife is, this is where women, you see the woman like a wife, the wife now, I'm going to knock her out on her drive, because now you want to go, no, I'm going to tell you why, because now you want to play brand new second hand and go on like you're that girl, because you feel say now, because I don't have a man, you're going to come and style me on Beyonce's internet talking about, oh, it's because you've never had a man and you've never had a man treat you the way that my husband treats you. Bitch, you were just telling me one day that this man buys himself better presents than he buys you. And this is what I mean. Do you see what I mean about marriage now?
Be careful. You
have to be very careful, because it's people like, even that wife to me seems she must be in it for her own benefit. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, there's something that you're in it for. Why you're now, after you've done chat your thing, gonna go on the wickedest bad gal Riri. Yeah, don't come for me because you can't even get a man to do the things that my husband does for me. Don't say that when you were slagging off your husband. Just politely say, my girl, well, I came to you, you know, I don't really like what you said on the internet. I get it's about me. Boy, we're gonna have to have a little break. That's how you deal with it, because you've embarrassed yourself as far as I'm concerned. Answering her.
Fair enough. I hear you. Let's read this last comment before we end the show. But the way she's speaking, I'm sure there could be a better way of voicing her concern. She should be able to advise her friend, but the thing she's speaking on, what he earns and what he should spend, is too much, in my opinion. She didn't need to bring it to the internet. If it is your friend, you don't bring it to the internet. And B, I don't know. I get the point of wanting to build generational wealth, but that's got to go both ways for both of us then. It can't be just spectacular this for you, but if it is that the wife wants this, then the wife wants it. But Milanor, you don't. You're not convinced.
You know me. I believe in generational wealth, my own. But I'm just saying, yeah, I feel. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I don't see the wife is wrong, but she's wrong in her approach. And of course, Desmond is going to say, "Oh, it's the way that she said it," because Desmond's one of them men that like women to watch the way they speak. But I'm just, I just, huh?
How you know that?
Isn't the same Desmond that we do the podcast with every March?
Yeah, we've done the podcast with him. It doesn't come across to me like someone that wants to.
He doesn't?
The way they speak.
I didn't say that he. No. This is what I said.
You said what?
Right. He said she could have put it. She could have put it in a better way.
Yeah.
She said what she said. What she said. She said what she said. She said it with her chest. She said no. She said what she said, and she said it with her chest because the wife opened up the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying like home. Hear my point. Home training. You don't bring your people's business onto the social media. 100%. Yeah. But they're Black Americans, and Lord knows the last time they had some home training. My point is, we wouldn't, as Black Africans and Black Caribbeans, we don't play like that. You wouldn't bring Charlene's business to the internet. We don't do that. However, right. For something, that breach of this, 100%. So, but my point is, I still go back to the fact that the wife would have had to say something. No friend gets up to just go on the internet to say, Donna said her hair is red. Nobody. You've had to have said something, and then your lack of accountability in the face of the fire tells me everything I need to know. But yet you're willing to see your one-time friend mashed down for being single because you complained about your husband previously. That's some diabolical work.
Can I just say this? One of the things that she did say was that she said that the friend said, don't start. So obviously they've had this conversation before. She's given her opinion. So they've asked what's what, and then the friend told her what she's done. I've got the flowers, the jewelry, and she's gone, don't start. It's your life then, Why am I more invested in your life than you?
Right.
100%.
And there's ways of saying things in the day, the deliverance.
You don't hear nothing from me. All right then. Because
it's not my gift.
but no flowers and nothing. I don't want to hear nothing.
Was she overly
finding something to do when you come to complain about him again? Get out of here.
100%. Was she overly invested? She was, but that happens in friendship. How many of us couldn't put up your hand to say we haven't been overly invested? We have. We've said that thing about the way their child's treating them, the man's treating them, the parents have treated them. We've all been overly invested. But at the time and in our space, you thought you were doing the right thing. And this is what I'm saying about, I suppose at the root of this is, do you know your friendships? Do you know your people? Do you know that if Charlene rings me, it's coming from a place of love, differently from if Trisha rings, it's actually a critique. Yeah. Oh, I just noticed the other day, I was looking at your Facebook pictures. Do you understand? It's both a criticism about the same thing, but where it's coming from, its premise will be different. Yeah. And I think that is, and also, who do you tell your stuff to? Do you tell your stuff to the people who love you regardless and want your relationship to win? Or are you actively saying things to people who just want the downfall and don't really rate your spouse in the first place? And where did they get that lack of rating from? Is it something you said about your spouse? Yeah. And now you want to close the door and make out that you never told them that in the first place? It's very, very, very layered.
I don't know, because it's a fine line with some of these raggedy hoes out here. You could your Bob Marley says your worst enemy could be your best friend, your best friend your worst enemy. So you can have friends that it appears that things are coming from a good place. I've had friends 100%, biggest cheerleaders, no problems telling me, when I'm wrong or actually I don't see it this way, and we'll have a debate or whatever the case may be. But I'm an energy girl, so you can feel sometimes when the energy shifts and those jokes wrapped in insults and the insults wrapped in jokes, or it's coming from a place, but it's criticism when it's really designed to just tear you down. It happens. It does happen.
Yes, it does. Yeah. You can't get away from those things. Those are facts.
Yeah,
but I just
if I'm speaking to if my friend's always coming to me about the same, which I had before, the same thing, it's only so much you're going to take of it, because at the end of the day, it's either you're going to put up with it or you're not. So at some point, I'm going to say to him, look, we keep having this conversation. Yeah. Last week we had this conversation. The week before that.
About your flower. We don't want to hear about your flower.
Right. So
flower. Do you know what I mean? Desmond said last comment, and then because we're like literally half an hour over, and I know you're at work.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm.
You're all right. Okay. Desmond said, I agree with. No, I agree with DMT. How you speak to people is important, and it's important to me. I speak to people how I want to be spoken to. The alternative is I match your energy and I reflect how I'm being spoken to. If not offended when I do it, then accept it just how the person is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But like you said, Donna, when you're in that, someone done something and you're in that rage, you forget all sense. No matter apart from you getting it off your head, you don't even think about it, because you're just thinking to yourself, this is my friend who's very dear to me, so I can do that. That's why I've always had it in my head that when I'm creating a safe space with somebody, it takes time. I don't attach myself emotionally to anybody so quickly. It's like, oh, you're so cold. No, it's over a period of years where trust and respect is grown. So until you show me something different, I'm gonna feel like, okay, this person, we've had different conversations, we've talked about personal stuff, then a person thinks about me and vice versa. But when I've got to that stage, I'm cool. But the moment that is broken, no. Like I said, you're just in that phase, you need to talk. And it's very dangerous to be in that space, because you'll be telling that to the one person who you shouldn't be, who come like the new to the world. That person no. And when they all crash now, they want to fight back in your face. Been there, done that.
The problem is when you're in pain and you're hurting, you don't always have the second mind to think about, is this a safe space for me to land? You just want to land because the burden of the pain is such that you just need to vent. So it's not everybody that's going to have the wherewithal to think, is this, am I psychologically safe here? Yeah. You're just going to say it. And we've all been, I take it from we've all been victims of landing in the wrong place that wasn't psychologically safe for us. And I don't think that this particular post wasn't a psychologically safe space. I think it was at one time, but I think the husband, as men do, and this is my reading of it, he's not going to have that. I think he's like, you better go out there and defend this.
Yeah.
Right.
Because why would the wife take to the internet to basically say, look, all the wonderful things my husband does, and you don't have a man, and you don't have a man. So it was, for me, I'm like, yeah, you effed up. He's like, how does she know all of this? You've said, well, obviously I've said it. And he's like, well, you better go back and fix this, because actually you have a wonderful life, even though you know that you don't, or you haven't, because you've told your friend how this thing made you unhappy. This disparity, whatever it is, has made you unhappy.
Okay.
It can be looked at different ways, yeah.
Very interesting as usual.
Yeah.
Delta Mike Tango, we love you. Up for some more dates, yeah?
Yes, I will do.
We have gone half an hour over. If you're still with us, thank you for being here. Carl, our broadcaster, he's just going to be like, I'll just turn it off in the morning. Thank you for being here, my guy, my people. No Bravado Massive, you are a very interesting bunch. The topics have become more interesting, in my opinion. You've really given your opinions, and we love it. We're here for it, so keep it coming. It makes the show. So we thank you so much for being here. We thank you for contributing to the group. Like, share, let people know about it. Like-minded people, let them know about it. And we will be back again next week at 8:00. We're going to hit DMT up for some more dates, because we just love it. Just love you. Love it, love it, love it. But yes, we will catch up.
Yeah.
See you later. Much love. Shah, take care of yourself, my darling. T. See you later, yeah? Bye, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Good night. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.